Windows Server Core is a minimalistic Windows Server that was introduced with the Microsoft Windows Server 2008 that uses no graphical user interface. So it is very minimalistic and it uses less hardware resources to run. And what you will get is a terminal like this to interact with the server itself. So if you have installed the Windows Server Core, in this situation I have installed Windows Server Core 2022, you will end up with a screen like this after the installation. The first thing we need to do in here is to change the administrative password, because we haven't done that during the installation process, and you're going to do that at the very beginning of the core installation. So we're going to select OK in here. So what we do to move between these two, you can use the keyboard up and down keys. Because this is a core installation, as I mentioned, there are no GUI, no graphical user interface. So we're going to select OK and press enter. And I'm going to ask you to create this administrative password. So this would be your default administrator account for this Windows server, and this is the password you're going to use to log into this Windows server in the future. So we're going to create that. I'm going to press tab. And then I'm going to enter to confirm it. So now the password has been changed, and I'm press enter again, and it's going to apply those password change settings to the administrator account. So see right here, we have now logged in to the server as the administrator. If you have never used the Windows Server Core before, this window may not be familiar to you, but if you have used Windows Server Core in previous editions of Windows Server, this is a very familiar interface. You can see the very top the type of the server that we have installed. So in here we have welcome to Windows Server 2022 Data Center Evaluation Edition, because that's the edition that I have installed here. And it has information about the domain or work group name. It has a computer name information. It has the information related to network settings and other things that you can access through picking up different options here. Now, the first thing we're going to do is to see if there are any updates available for this particular machine. So as you can see in this list, the updates option show up in option number 6 right here. See, it says install updates. So on the bottom of here, I'm going to select 6. So I'm going to type 6 in here, and then I'm going to press enter. What that's going to do, it will get into the install updates section. There will be more options associated with these updates. So unlike the Windows Server with the core, Windows Server with the GUI, now we have to select from this list of items. So we have all quality updates, recommended quality updates only, or feature updates. So you have 3 options. The all quality updates, what it's going to do, it will update, go and fetch all the updates available for this particular version of the Windows Server and start installing in this Windows Server Core. The recommended will only update the recommended, and feature update will only update the feature update. So I'm going to select the first one because I just installed the Windows Server Core, and I'm going to press enter. Just like a regular Windows Server with a GUI on it, the Windows Server Core will go and fetch that information, the updates packages from the Microsoft server, and start installing on the server. Depending on your internet connection speeds as well as the hardware capabilities, this may take few minutes to maybe an hour or so. So if this is the first time you have start installing this, it might take some time to get it done. So once available updates have been picked, it's gonna list all the updates available. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 update packages available to me right now, and I can select whether I'm gonna update all, we're gonna update no update at all, or we're gonna select a single update. or if you press enter here, this is going to get cancelled. So if you select S, for example, that's going to give you the option to pick from 1, 2, 3 or 4. If you go A, it will update everything, and if you press N, it will nothing, no updates going to get done. Keep in mind, Microsoft doesn't care whether you are using capital letters or simple letters. So I can simply use this, or I can use that. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day, because this is not a Linux or Unix based system. This is a Windows based system. So I can simply enter A. It doesn't need to be capital A. So I'm going to press enter with the A, because I'm going to update everything. Now what that's going to do, they're going to go and find, the system going to find those updates, download them and start installing them. Again, depending on your speeds of your internet connection and the speed of your Windows Server component, this might take a little time, or it might take a few minutes to an hour. So keep that in mind. So once the update has been gone through and has been installed, it's going to ask you whether you are okay to go ahead and proceed with the restart. And just like a regular Windows Server, you can either decide to say yes or no. In my case, I'm going to say yes, and I'm going to press enter, and that will reboot your Windows Server core. When you boot it back up, it will give you the option to enter the administrative password that you have just created a few minutes ago to log in to the administration level account of your Windows Server 2022 core. So as you can see, it shows the installation progress here. Since there is no graphical user interface, it will be still the terminal type thing. So it'll show here right now, it's showing 38% complete, and it's letting you know, please keep the machine running while it's complete the installation process. So once the installation process has been done, you are back at the main screen. So unlike a Windows Server with the GUI, this one doesn't have any welcome screen with a picture on it, but instead you'll have this message: press CTRL Alt Delete to unlock, just like a regular server with the GUI. So I'm going to do CTRL Alt Delete, and it'll ask for the administrative password. And sorry about that. All right, so it's going to ask for the administrative password right here. So I'm going to enter that information and press enter, and that will get you back onto the Windows Server. And it will be loading that S-Config by default. That is an application that used to be accessed separately by going into the command prompt and entering that information, the S-Config, but it automatically get loaded on Windows Server 2022 when you log in as soon as into the server itself. So next thing I'm going to show you how you can change the computer name, because I don't like the name in bunch of letters. I'm going to have something that is easy to remember and easy to configure on a local area network. So that option is under option number 2. So I'm going to enter option number 2 on here, and then press enter, and it's going to say enter new computer name. And if you don't want to enter new computer name, you can just press enter here, and it'll go back to the main screen. So if I do this, it'll go back to the main screen, but the computer name remains the same. But we want to change the computer name, so you're going to go back to that option number 2, and I'm going to name this SSServe-core. So I'm going to go SSServe-22-core, just so it's easy for me to remember. This is Windows Server Core version 22, and I'm press enter, and it's going to say, hey, we are changing the name, and to take this name into effect, you need to restart the machine. Again, you can select Y for yes or no for N for no. So I'm going to say N, no for now. So the name is the same, but when you reboot the server, eventually the name will change. Now, next thing I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you that how this thing, if I reboot it, this name going to get changed. So I'm going to pick the option number 13, which is say the restart server. So I'm going to pick option number 13 and press enter. It's going to ask, are you sure you want to restart? I'm going to say yes with a Y and press enter. And keep in mind, unlike Unix and Linux, Windows is not case sensitive. So whenever I enter a command, you saw that I'm entering commands with either Y or N, but it doesn't matter, A, etc, etc. It doesn't matter whether it's a capital Y, N or A. It doesn't really matter because it's a Windows machine. So I'm going to log back in. So once I am back in, you will see that the Set-SConfig gonna load automatically with the Windows Server 2022, and you can see the computer name here has now changed. So the computer name has updated. So once you have done all the configuration, everything that you like to get it done, you can now shut down the server if you choose to do so. I will show you how you can install Active Directory domain controller on a core server in my future videos. So until next time, I'm going to shut down this computer with option number 14. Please make sure to thumbs up this video and have a nice day.